Well, so obviously I've not got anybody here at the moment, but I'll record this as a live stream, and then just put it out there. So, as you can see by the title, it's called Spiritual Talk. If you're new here, then please hit the subscribe. If you enjoy the video, please leave me a thumbs up. So this video, this little live stream that I'm doing, it's basically going to be me explaining my spiritual journey. Hello to the one person who has just come in. So I'm just going to be doing a little stream of me talking about, hi Elizabeth. I'll tell you what's happened, Elizabeth. I got a few people coming in now. Hey Emma. Basically, I've had somebody giving me a little bit of hate, and they don't believe I'm a real psychic, which is fair enough. That's their beliefs. But the way that this live isn't planned, like nobody knows that I'm doing it. But basically, I want to tell my story, like how I got into my spiritualism, how I developed my psychic abilities and stuff like that. If that's all right with you guys, hopefully you don't have to stick around. It's up to you lot. Hey Megan, hey. So, I have done a video. Yeah, well, this person apparently isn't a skeptic person. So what happened with this person is they sent Tammy a message, and they asked Tammy if I would do a live meditation sending energy to Johnny Depp. And when Tammy first told me, I said I'll have a think about it. And then the person in question messaged me about this, and it was like in the middle of the morning. So I was like, okay, I'll message you when I wake up, and I process it, which I did. And when I woke up, I spoke to my spirit guides and I listened to my intuition, and my intuition told me not to do this. I don't know why, but I felt like we could send Johnny Depp energies in another way. We always send Johnny Depp energy and positivity. I didn't feel the live stream meditation was for me, because I have done a live stream meditation and I just didn't like the vibe of it. I like doing my meditations recorded, and so that people can really enjoy it. So I politely told the person that this wasn't for me, and then they gave me a lot of abuse. And now they've gone on my Facebook, which is in this description, I think. They went on my Facebook page, which is public to everybody, and they've written really, really bad. They've written this as a recommendation. Oh, 1 minute. 1 second. Let me just answer this call. I'm on a live stream. That's up. Carrie's just. So let me read to you what they've put. All right, 1 second. I'm not going to tell this person's name because I'm not going to dox anybody. I can't delete this, though. What they've put on me, this is just out of spite. I wasn't ever horrible. I can read the messages to you in a minute, but anyway. They sent me a recommend. They put on it, they don't recommend, and then they put, she should have a disclaimer for her act. What happens when someone thinks she's real, thinks she's a real psychic, and does something that causes themselves or others harm? Now, I never, ever in my readings give people advice to do anybody harm, ever. I only give you positive advice, loving advice, guidance from the cards. I never, ever give bad advice, ever. So, I've done my spiritualism for a long time. I know I look very young, but I've done my spiritualism for 13 years. And I've been advised by my lovely friend, my wise friend Rob not to let it get to me, and I'm not letting it get to me, but I just want to clear it all up with you guys because I don't want anybody to think that I'm giving anybody any bad advice ever. Like, I'd never give anybody, like, she's put this on my Facebook, so I can't delete it because she's put it as a recommendation. So I can't delete it. So anybody who comes onto my Facebook now to see about my readings or anything are going to see this recommendation that I can't delete. It's not getting to me, Emma, in that way. It's just that I don't want people to think that way of me. I'm such a sensitive. I'm just super sensitive sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to read the messages to you. It's upset me a little bit, but let's get on to these messages. Because I want you guys to know, like, this idea that this lady has is an amazing idea. But I didn't feel like it was for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't feel like it was for me. So, it's a bit long-winded, so please stay with me. So the first one goes like this. Hello, Keela. Did Tammy talk to you about the idea I had yet? I want to do a large group white light meditation. I want to project positive energy around Johnny Depp. I think we should get as many people as possible to send him love and support. The worst thing that could happen is nothing. Let me know what you think. I know that you do readings, and I live with my back up against the periphery, whatever that means. I'm sure that you guys know more people than me. I'm setting up a channel soon, but I have to change my hair, makeup, name, etc. I can't tell people what happened to me until I'm sure he won't notice. So again, like I said, I'm not going to dox this person. Great idea what they had. So at first I was like, yeah, but I was like half asleep. At first I said, hey love, I'd love to do that. That sounds amazing. I'm going to message you when I wake up in a little bit. It's 6 a.m. here and my mind can't process properly. So she messaged me again saying, I'm sorry, I still like the day after, and she's messaged me saying, I'm sorry, I still have to figure out the time difference. Give me a holler when the time is better for you. I'm going to need some information for the meditation stream. I have to get it out to my people as well. I'm not sure Tammy knows what I mean. It doesn't matter who plans it, but I have already been doing a lot of preparation. I have my own rituals, in quotation marks, for lack of better term, or prayers. I know you probably have your own as well. Fasting, no sleep, adjustment, etc. I have to get a few things before I can set my stuff up. Not really a big deal. I just need like 2 or 4 days warning. So at this point, I really started to think about it, you know. Well, I just commented back saying I am a real psychic. That's all I said to her. So I just said, hello, love. I've been talking with my guides and I feel this is something you need to do when you set up your channel. It doesn't feel like it's for me to do. I always trust my intuition. So I'm doing that with this too. And she said, wow, that's weird, but whatever. It actually tells me a lot. So the message I'm receiving is, thanks for the idea, but I am not good enough to be included. Well, you and Tammy are on the same page. I have been nothing but supportive to this community. I can't start a channel yet because I don't know if it's safe. I don't see how you can be so negative about something that is positive. Your guides, in quotation mark, don't know anything about me. Seriously, what the fuck? So I said, I always trust myself. I'm sorry I couldn't help you with this. Thank you for contacting me regarding your idea. I'm sure there is someone who can help you. And she said, really? What exactly is it that your guides, again in quotation marks, don't like about me? Seriously, I want to know what is the problem. If you give me an honest answer, I will let you in on a little secret about Tammy. So at that point, I said, please don't contact me again. Um, no, I'm not, guys. I just need to rant and talk. So here I am talking about it. Oh, it's okay. Um, it's fine. It's fine. I just like need to rant it out. Might end up deleting this later. You never know. But I just need to rant and talk. So anyway, at that point, I said, please don't contact me because I'm not gonna girl. It's not you, love. I'm not gonna dox the person who it is. I just need to rant about it. So at that point, I'm like, say if Tammy has something that she wants to keep, what she's confided in somebody, I don't need to know if she's not told me because she's my friend, and if she wanted to tell me something, she'd tell me. Like, we're very close. And I was on the phone to Tammy at the time, and Tammy told me I've not said anything to her at all. I don't know where this has come from. And then she started giving Tammy a load of abuse, and Tammy had done nothing wrong at all. And so I just left it at that. And then she kept putting a load of snarky comments on the Discord about spirit guides and all this, that, and the other. Oh, thank you, girls. And then I just ignored it, and she said some quite mean things to Tammy. Tammy did the same. We just both ignored it. And now she just took a step further and went onto my Facebook. Yeah, exactly, Linda. I just didn't want to do it on my channel. That's all. I didn't once ever say it was a bad idea because it's not. It's a really nice thing that she wanted to do. And I get her thought behind it. She wanted to do this thing. And yeah, everyone is welcome in this community. And they don't, like, you can't just come in and tell a YouTuber what to do on their channel. If they say they don't want it, then they don't want to. Like, I just felt that I didn't want to do that. And again, it's only one person, and we're all like, all YouTubers get this. Like, Rob said to me, every YouTuber gets this. We all get somebody like who comes like this. But the thing is, I am a real psychic. I'm a real spiritual medium. I was 16 when I started doing my mediumship. At 18, I was doing spiritual services, getting booked at spiritual churches to be in front of an audience. Up until I had my children, which is when I calmed down, like, because I was going through DV and I couldn't really go. So that's when I stepped back from it, like after I had my youngest, really. I stepped right back. And this is my way of getting back into it, by being able to give you guys readings on my live stream. And this one person, like, I just want to send them so much love and prayers and healing, because for them to be wanting to come for somebody, even if it's just one comment, and people say, words don't hurt, but I don't want any of you guys think that I'm here making things up to you. I've got a big bloody hole in my cardigan. Oh, thank you. I don't even call it a gift, Margot, because I just call it, because it's something that's natural to me. It just comes, it just comes to me naturally. When if you're not comfortable doing something, don't do it. You send Johnny love and good vibes through your videos and just raising your voice for him. Yes, exactly. Like, that's exactly what it's all about. It's all about sending love to Johnny and sending him good vibes and getting the truth out there. Like, we're always doing that. I just didn't feel comfortable doing a live stream meditation at that point. I just really didn't feel comfortable with it. So here we are, here I am ranting. But I'm not gonna, like I said, you're saying this person is a mensch. 1 second. One minute, love. Let me just turn my phone down, otherwise. Hey, Linda, Emma. Oh, well, I hope you guys are all okay. Like, I've just literally just done a 2-hour live stream. Obviously, I weren't gonna plan on coming in here. Yeah, so yeah, I've thrown toys out of the pram, but I just feel so bad for them. Like, why do they feel the need to do that? Like, I never told her that her idea was a bad idea. I just said that it wasn't for me. I'm sorry, guys, my neck is really hurting from sitting in this chair for all this time. I've been like streaming since 10:30, looking at a screen and then chatting backstage to the guys afterwards. But obviously, I want to just be able to bring the best of me to you guys. So if there is anything that that because I've had nothing but really good feedback off my readings of you guys. Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I feel like every reading, I've not had one person come to me and say I can't understand anything that you've just told me. And I don't mean that in an egocentric way. I mean it in like, because I always ask you to give me feedback if you understood it or not. And I don't feel like I've had one person say, "Oh, I don't understand that. I don't get that. I don't know what you're on about." I've by the way, this is the first time I've ever gone live on me, just at the top of a hat. Emma says, one of your readings said I was a daydreamer. I've been daydreamer since I was a kid. Elizabeth says, because they are spot on. And that's all I want to bring you. You know what I mean? Like, I want to just bring you that confirmation and that guidance. If they do want something like that, it's not a bad thing. They can reach out to someone else who does similar things to you. Exactly. And that's what I was trying to say, is that I hope that somebody else can help you, I hope that, I'm sorry I couldn't help you. Oh, thank you, Margot. And, I don't know, I'm sorry for ranting. Hey, KH, welcome to my little rant. I'm having like a little rant over here. But I just felt the need to just come on here and have like a bit of a spiritual talk about this, because I want to send that person some good vibes and good energies. Keely, I can't understand the Queen's English and I'm Australian. I don't speak the Queen's English. I speak Mancunian, which is the Manchester dialect. We're up north. Oh, just bang my hand on the table. We're up north. Oh, hey, Eco Spice. Yeah, I wouldn't I feel like this person has really took it the wrong way, what I've said to them. And that is, if anything, that's the only thing that's upset me, is that I'm still English. Yes, I am English, but not by blood. I'm only quarter English by blood. I'm actually half Irish. My dad's Irish, and my mom is Mediterranean. My mum's Maltese. So that's why I've got all these dark features, apart from the dark hair, because that's dyed, but I'm naturally a brunette. I'm not naturally pink. Of course, I've just gone from pink to black. I have received messages from a person telling me how someone in this community keeps talking crap about me, and as you know, I have not been on here due to the tornado taking my home. I don't know who that could be, Jenna. That's not very nice of them. Oh, I'm sending you so much love and prayers. Do you know who that is? I hate gossipers who like to just spread rumours. Hey, look, we're both quarter English. I'm only quarter English. My mum's like half, like, yeah, whatever. I get confused. You know what happened to me today just before the stream? Obviously, most of you guys probably know I am a smoker. Like, I'm always like turning my camera off to have a quick cheeky cig like this. Got to change my picture now. I'm not pink anymore. But anyway, I was in my bedroom and I was drying my hair. Just dyed my hair. I was just drying my hair just before this stream, and I knocked off my glass ceramic ashtray off my bedside table, and it went right onto the edge of my foot, just under my little toe. Instantly, a big, massive blood blister created, and I was in agony. I couldn't even walk down the stairs. Oh, I should have known you were Irish, love, with that lovely name. But my dad's Irish, big Irish family. My dad's one of 10, like, from the Southern Island, Southern of Ireland, you know what I mean? Ireland Republic. Yeah, ouch indeed. Like, I couldn't even walk down the stairs. I'm like, ow. I couldn't even put my sliders on, which I normally use in the summer as my slippers. I've had to put my fluffy winter unicorn slippers that have pink rosy cheeks that light up when you walk, because I'm a big kid, even though I've got 3 kids. Oh, go away, girl. But my family, like I was saying, are all my family are from the southern of Ireland, like Roscommon, Mayo, Dublin, that type of area. Keela, did you ever get a chance to listen to the Van Morrison tune? I left you on a comment from another stream you did. Caledonia Soul. No, I haven't. KH, are you? I'm gonna make you a mod. Add it in the link. Add the link in the chat, and I'll save it. I'll listen to it afterwards. I'm so sorry. Like, no wonder my gout flared up because you killed your fucking. I blame you. Oh god, seriously, like this purple thing, like literally the size of a pea, popped out the side of my foot, and it was so gross, but it was so painful as well. The hair's doing me head in now. Where's my clip? 1 minute, guys. Let me just get my clip. One minute, guys. I have a clip for my hair, but typical, I can't find it. No, I found it. And of course, I've got hair dye all over it, haven't I? Please excuse the hair dye all over my forehead. Like, I dyed my hair just before the stream. Oh, don't be so gross. Ooh. No, like, luckily, I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. Right, let me send it myself in a message. KH, I'll watch that in a bit. I will. I'll watch that in a bit. Oh, look at the state of all the black hair dye. I don't know if you can see it. I confused Gary. He didn't recognise me. Like, who are you? Karen is my name. Looks nice, kid. Oh, thank you, love. And Keely, use something like Vaseline just under the hairline to avoid getting. I know, I normally do that. That's a good idea. That's a very good beauty idea, girl. But today, like, my children have been so hyper because I got a parcel of a spade. Like, look at the state. Look at all the hair dye on there. I got a parcel of a spade and I got like a 4-foot long box. And it's like the best thing that they've ever seen. I did a stream, my God, I don't know if you missed mine. I did a stream. I had Rob, Tammy, Gary, and Tiffany, and we discussed Amber Turd because of all the things that have been dropped today regarding the body cam footage and the fact that she's applied to have the case dismissed because of the UK decision, which she applied for only 3 days ago, because she's scared. She's terrified. Yeah, it is a good idea to put Vaseline on. But I wanted to tell you guys my story into my spiritual awakening, if that's what you want to call it. Hair, do you think? When my hair grows out again, I may dye it. But at the moment, I'm a washing machine repairman because my machine decided to stop working. Empty boxes, pots and pans, wooden spoon. But yes, exactly. Like, so anyway, they got a 4-foot box. I have 3 children. There was 1 box. How do you think that went? They just argued all day over a cardboard box. I want it to be a slide. I want it to be a tunnel. I want it to be Iron Man. Kids. Like, take turns. Who is it? Who's the person who's doing that to you, Jenna? You need to tell them to stop spreading lies about you. Or to, prove it. Say, look, I'm not lying. Yeah. You shouldn't have to, but yeah, poor box. Not to self washing machine. Do not like washing bath mats because always that's what note to self. Because a certain pain in the butt, Katie peed and pooped on. Oh, my cat does that sometimes, and it does my head in. The drain was blocked, so it's all fixed now. We're here. Save myself some money. Right, so let's get into the story. Don't know if you're interested in this story or not, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So, when I was 14 or around that age, let me just hide them comments a minute. I'll read your comments in a minute. You can all chat amongst yourselves whilst I tell you this story. When I was about 14, I lived next door to a hostel. If you're in America or anywhere, you might call it like a halfway house. And in that hostel, there was a palm reader. You can't see me, but I'm pointing at my palm. Don't know why. Anyway, he read my palm, and he told me, he said, you're going to be a medium. You're going to be psychic. You are psychic. You could do people readings right now. I'm sorry, I got heartburn. You could do people readings right now. You could go and do this, do that. You're going to be giving people guidance and blah, blah. I'm like, what? I was in high school. I was like, what? I don't believe you. Whatever. So then I remembered all this. He was so convinced that I was psychic that he tried to get me to go to a medium show with him in Affleck's Palace to give readings with him. Obviously, my mum was like, you're not going there. You're not going to do readings. You're only a kid. So when I was 16, I was doing some work experience in a newsagent grocery store, like a little corner shop where they sell newspapers and groceries and alcohol, soft drinks, crisps, chocolate, sweets, biscuits, a lot. And this guy came in and he told me that he was a medium. And he believed he was, what his beliefs were, he was a pagan, like a white pagan. I don't understand that, so I don't know what that means, but I know there's a lot of pagans in our community who could explain that. So anyway, he was a pagan, and he came to me and he said, you're a medium. You've got loads of spirits around you. You just need to go somewhere and open it up. You need to go to like a spiritual church. You need to go and open this and blossom it, because you're going to be able to connect with spirit and give these readings. So I thought, that's super weird. That's the second time that somebody said that to me. So I thought, right, I'm going to go to a spiritual church, see what it's all about. So I went on a Sunday, because I thought, with it being a church, I'll go on a Sunday. And what happens when you go to a spiritual church on a Sunday? It's like a divine service. They have like a prayer and a hymn, and then the medium will give spiritual philosophy on life and guidance. And then he will give people readings in the audience from your loved ones in spirit. He'll bring people through. So I was he came to me and he brought my nana through, and he said something to me that he could not have known. Like the day before, literally the day before, me and my brother were fighting. I was only 16 and we was fighting. And in the spare room, there was a metal bed frame, and he pushed me really hard, and I fell on the bed, and it dented in. And he brought my nana through. He described her to a T, and he said, she's talking about the broken bed. It blew me head, that he knew this information. And then he said the same. He said, you should be up here on this stage. You're a medium. You've got all these spirit around you. You're going to be connecting with the psychic energies. You can do this. Spirit calling on you now. So I thought, wow, that's 3 times. 3 times that someone, mediums have told me the same thing. So I thought, right. So when it finished, I went into what's called the tea room, where you're going to have a cup of tea, because we're very English, So I went to go and have a brew. I think I had a hot chocolate. I can't remember. I was a kid after all. Went to go and have a brew. And I asked the people who was running it, I said, is there anything that I can do? Like, what do you suggest? And they said that on a Wednesday, they have something called an open circle. Now, in a spiritual church, an open circle is basically a big circle of chairs in this big space in the church. And they have a main medium who runs it. And then anybody in that circle can get up and give a message. First, it's the main medium. And then, I'm sorry if I'm not seeing your comments. I will get to him in a minute. I can see him like going up and up. And then Anybody can get up. Doesn't matter if you're, because mediums who work on the stage, they call them platform mediums because they're a known medium. It doesn't matter if you're a platform medium, a developing medium, which is a medium developing their spiritual gifts, whether you're somebody who doesn't know how to do mediumship, if you've never done it before, if you're a skeptic, it doesn't matter. If it's your first time, does not matter at all how you can get up if you've got a reading for somebody. So I'm sat there in the church and I'm looking around and I see these people like sat here with like crystals in their hands with their eyes shut. And I seen all these different people getting up and I thought, what am I doing? Why am I here? So then I thought, right, I'm here now. So if I'm going to take this serious, I may as well just close my eyes like they are and see if I get anything. So that's what I do. I closed my eyes, and then as soon as I closed my eyes, it was like bam, and I started seeing all these images in my mind. And the first one, because I remember this, like I don't remember my readings, but I remember this first one. The first thing that I got, I saw a little boy. He had brunette hair. He had it in a mushroom haircut, you know, like the style in the 90s, like how they had it cut round. He had his hair like that. He had a stripy t-shirt on. And he was playing with a T-Rex dinosaur, like the one out of Toy Story. And he was bent down playing on this laminate floor next to a wooden chest of drawers that had a lamp on it. And I was looking down. It's like I was looking down on him, like I was the spirit looking down on him. And then I seen a man's gold ring, big gold ring. It had a big black stone with a golden eagle in it, but the golden eagle's eye was a diamond. And then I seen a man in like World War II clothes coming out of a fire. And he had a little boy on his shoulders. I was like, wow, what is all this I'm getting? And if you guys haven't guessed already, I'm very, very shy. I'm very much of an introvert. I'm very shy, very quiet. Like, you think I'm shy and quiet now? I was so quiet back then, so shy. I was like, wow, I'm here now. Like, and the only way I can explain it is I felt this urge to get up and talk. Like, I need to give, it's like a frog in my throat wanting to jump out. Or like when you need to go for a pee and you've just got to go now. And next thing I heard like the medium say, right, circle's closed now. So my hand flew up. This shy person, like about 40 people in this room, this shy girl's hand goes, 16-year-old girl's hand goes up. And he says, yes. And I said, I think I've got a reading. And he said, I said, it's my first time here. He said, have you ever given a reading before to anybody? And I said, no. So he went, right, okay, come on, quickly, get up, give off what you've got. So I did. I stood up and I didn't know who I was with. So I just gave him my reading. I said, I don't know who I'm with. I'm new. So I just spoke to him. Every single thing that I had was for him. And Spirit did this on purpose. Like they knew what was going to happen. They knew that I wouldn't just go to anybody. They knew I would have spoken to him. So the spirits who connected to me had to be for him. Do you know what I'm saying? So the little boy, he's got a nephew who looks exactly the same description as the little boy. But his nephew had a brother, a twin brother who died at birth. The ring was his dad's that was passed down, and the gentleman was his grandfather who was a soldier in the war. Like, because I explained exactly what he looked like. I still remember now what he looked like. It was his granddad from the war, and it just blew my mind. Like, if I didn't get anything that day, or if he didn't understand, I would never have gone back. But after that, I went back, and I went back every single week, and I got more confident, where I knew exactly who I was going to. And by the time, like, I went into the development group, which is where you learn how to meditate, you learn how to do like proper prayers and stuff, and you learn how to hone it, you know, and how what different spiritual things mean, like different colors mean different things, and what crystals to use and stuff. I was already communicating in spirit, so I didn't need to learn that. I just needed to learn what it meant, and how to connect with people, how to have confidence in myself and stuff. So by 18, I finished all that development, and I was then getting bookings to do my own services at spiritual churches all around the Northwest: Liverpool, Blackpool, Chester, Bower-in-Furness, Bolton, Salford, Elmston, like all over the Greater Manchester and over the Northwest area. I was getting bookings after bookings. That was until, obviously, and even in like places like Huddersfield and stuff like that, until my babies came along, and then I had to step back. This hair is pecking me head. I don't care if I look daft, it's doing me head in the fringe. Right, anyway. And then I took a bit of a step back after I had my little ones, because I went through a bit of DV. So I had to step back from it a little bit. But that has always been there with me. I can connect in with the spirit, and I can connect in psychically. And it, you know, that's basically my story, how this all started. Just go back onto comments. I'm sorry if I missed any of your comments. If you had any questions or whatever, put them in now. I can see your comments. Gelf, do you also get flashes off items like from touch? Sometimes I do. Like, that's called psychometry. I can touch an old item and connect in with it. Sometimes it takes me back in time, which is a bit trippy if it's something very old. What happened? That's my story though, KH. That's how it all started. But another thing I forgot to tell you is, when I was like, I think I was 20, I wanted to raise money for a local charity. I don't want to say it because it could kind of dox. So I won't say what the charity is called, but it was a hospice, and it was one that my granddad went to, and the nurses in there were like angels. They are angels, basically. They look after everybody, and they make everyone feel real comfortable, and they make them as comfortable as they can at the last, you know, few days of their life and everything. Oh, thank you, Emma. And I wanted to raise them some money, so I got 7 other mediums. There was 8 of us all together, and I arranged an event. I got the venue free. I got some proper awesome raffle prizes, like 4 Christmas meals at a restaurant, haircuts, nails getting done. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Oh, what's happened? Right. Seriously. I don't know what your problem is. But I'm glad that you told him, guys. Let me just see what. Let me just see who these people are. I've seen that name before. Auditing Britain. Thank you for finding my stream. I don't know why my This person, they've got like 101 subscribers. Like, why did they feel they need to come on a little tiny channel? And send them love, guys. Send them love. Thank you for sorting that out for me, because I wasn't even looking at the comments. So thank you, guys, for checking that out. Yeah. So anyway, going back, I was just telling you, so we did this event and we had all these amazing raffle prizes. We had like 4 English breakfasts, which was like £20 worth. We had big, massive bottles of 1 litre whiskies. Look at all the hair tie on there. They have like 101,000 subscribers. Don't know if you can see that. Unless it's a fake account with the same name. But Audit in Britain, if it's the proper Audit in Britain, they've got like 101,000 subscribers. It might be just somebody copycatting Audit in Britain, but anyway. Hey ho. Silly goose. All right, I thought you was on about Audit in Britain, because I've seen them a bit further up as well. Yes, I mean like a Bible haircut, like a bowl cut. I didn't. Oh, silly goose, loving the stream. I'm having a few friends over and we're doing some stream of our own. We're filling up jars with. Ew. Dirty sods. That's gross. Oh gosh. Right. Anyway, what I was going to tell you is we raised £1,000. I had 8 mediums. We had 4 mediums on the stage for an hour, giving off readings to people in the audience. We had like 60 people. And then we had 8 mediums in the other room giving readings to people. Oh, thank you, girl. Giving readings to people in the like a private reading, but there's like little miniature private readings. And we had all little fun things. Like we had I went to a crystal shop and they donated me loads of crystals, and I hand wrapped them all with wrapping paper and put them in a box, and it was a lucky dip that you could get one. It was like about £5 to get one. You know what? It wasn't even about it being fantastic. It was just like I enjoyed planning it. I don't know why. Like it sounds daft, but I enjoyed putting it all together. And my auntie, she's such a good baker. She made a Christmas cake because we did this at like Halloween time, and we had guests away to the Christmas cake. We had a big teddy bear where we had like guess the teddy bear's name, and it was my granddad's name, of course. Yes. Do you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate skeptics, but this person, they're not a skeptic, they're just being mean. The person who commented on my Facebook, they're just being mean. And like, I'm sorry that I upset you. Oh, thank you all for being amazing. But yeah, it was just such fun to be able to use something that I could do naturally to raise money for charity. That was just fun in itself to be able to do that. No, I definitely wasn't. Like, I read you the messages. I read them messages word for word. I was never disrespectful to them, ever. And they were saying they wanted to start a new channel up. So I was suggesting, why don't they do it on their channel? It just didn't feel right for me. Like I said, What my first live that I did on here, where I did readings, I don't know if you remember, I did a meditation, but there was a lot of people who didn't know how to meditate, who had just come for the readings. And you know, oh, it's okay, Megan. I just wanted to have a rant and tell you a story, but have a bit of a spiritual talk where you are. The meditation weren't vibing like how it vibes when I record them, and then people can just go and watch them when they go to sleep or whatever. Jana, yes, Gary has seen my hair black. He loves it. If you don't feel good about something, then people need to respect that. Exactly. It's okay to say no to people, but I didn't just say no to her. I gave her an explanation. Didn't just like no, see you later. I said, no, thank you, because of X, Y, and Z, and I wish you luck with this. It's not off sleep, Linda. Off sleep. Oh my god. Off top. That's my dyslexia. Like words getting confused in my brain. Yeah, always trust your gut feeling. Clearly, you're right on point when you sense both people and situations, judging by your readings. Yeah, and I feel like I was right about this person. You know, because if I was wrong, then this person wouldn't be reacting the way that they do. And yes, I do have a new mic. Can you hear me all that loud? Got a new microphone. And I've got a new camera and you're on my laptop now. And going back to what was Kelsey? Caitlin, how does saying no to your kids come off or them saying it to you? Obviously, I'm very spiritual, but I can get in parent mode and be assertive as well. Kids never react well to being told no. And one of my children, he's being assessed for autism, and he doesn't take no lightly. You can't understand no. So he's very hard. You have to like work with him in different ways to tell him no. Because if I just said to him no, he'd have a big meltdown. But with me two girls, they're when I tell them no, they might have a bit of lip, but they know no means no. But with my little lad, he has to have a bit more of me talking to him and have me explain things to him more and say it to him in a way that won't get him wound up, because you think when you tell him no matter what it is, he'll think you're telling him off, even though it's not being told off, you know. I'm not dyslexic, but my words get muddled up, lol, and I forget words, but I blame my constant migraines for this. I've got fibromyalgia, and one of the things that we get is like we forget words. Like words will literally go out of our mind, like totally poof, vanish, gone. So they just like totally go out my head. I feel so random like doing this stream, guys, but I'm so glad like to have you here with me. You know, you're seeing the real me now. You're seeing the talkative Keely, you're seeing my personality, how I am, like how Tammy knows me, how Gary knows me, you know, and how my family and my friends know me. And going back to sleep, who was it? Who asked about sleep? Linda. Here we are. Linda, my love. My advice to you is for good falling asleep is find a good meditation or some meditation music. Have it on really low. But before you do that, before you even go to bed, get a nice warm bath or a hot shower. Okay? Because it really relaxes us. Try and use things like lavender soap. Try and have candles. This isn't spiritual advice, this is just my advice in general. Candles, if you can. to set the mood to just be nice and vibed. Get that lavender spray for your pillows. And then find some really good meditation music or meditation videos, because it's like ASMR, really relaxes the mind, helps you turn your mind off. So that's what I do. Obviously, on my videos a bit further down, I do have some guided meditations. If you want to check them out, I don't know if anyone can put them in the comments for me, but I've got like 3 guided meditations. Hey Saba, welcome to this little spiritual talk. Sends the kit. Another good one, if you can't use lavender, use vanilla. So you get a vanilla spray. Banana water, 1 hour before bed, helps me sleep. There you go. Everyone's bringing in their little ideas. I'm still going to talk to you guys, but I need a cig. I need a fag. But you know what? I love this. I love being able to just come here and chat. I don't know whether the stream's going to stay up or not. It might get deleted. I just needed to rant. Like, Tammy's in bed. Gary's gone out. Rob's busy. Obviously, everyone in England is asleep. So I wanted to come and tell you my little spiritual story. And we can talk about anything spiritual if you want. Or we can talk about anything. I don't mind. KH, like, well, Keely's off camera, smoking. I'm going outside for my... yeah, we're awake. Yes, Jana, I've experienced that before, my love. Sorry, I'm just making a mistake. I have experienced that before, yeah. You know, you just gotta send them love and prayers. So, how is everybody doing? How are we all? Why are we all up at this ungodly hour? My kids are going to be awake in like 3 hours. Send me a DM about it if you want, Jenna. I don't really want to bring the drama on here. I know I've been ranting, but I want to keep it nice and relaxed if we can. It's 12:17 p.m. There, girls. Jenna, give me a message. Give me a DM or something if you want, love. Sleep paralysis. Who's had sleep paralysis? I've never had the unfortunate experience of sleep paralysis, and I'm so glad that I'm not. Oh, hey, Elizabeth. Send me a message. Obviously, there's only so much I can do, like, but send me a message about it. It's only 8:17 p.m. here where I am, but it looks like it's like 4 or 5 p.m. Beautiful day. The sky looks like a painting everywhere you look. Take some pretty pictures. I love taking pictures of the sky. Come on, Elizabeth, tell me your experience with sleep paralysis. That must have been so scary for you, though. I can't believe that I've held an hour stream so far on my own. Like, first time I've ever done a stream on my own. Like, this stream hasn't even got a thumbnail. I don't know if you noticed or not, but it's not even got a thumbnail at all. It's been nice in England, you know. Yes, well, it was yesterday now, not today. We had some beautiful weather. Right, let me get my Discord link up. 1 minute. I normally put all my socials in here, but I didn't this time. I just put my Facebook, invite, share link, copy, right. It's 9:19 p.m. here. Emma, you'll have to come on one of my streams sometimes and come and talk to me. If it's a big story, I've clicked the wrong comment, but oh well. I've had night terrors. I've had really bad night terrors caused by PTSD. You can't donate on here. I have a PayPal, but I don't really like asking you guys for money at the moment. Elizabeth, I'm not going to say any names. I don't say any names in the chat, but the person who you're asking me about in my DM right now, that's the person who I was talking about at the beginning of it. You don't have to be on camera. You can be like this, have your camera off, and you can just, talk like me, you don't have to have your camera on. You just chat. Oh, you're so sweet, guys. I will. I'll start putting it on. But I don't like last time I did a stream, Rob said, "Oh, that's a pretty picture, girls." You know what though? We're gonna have to have this, right? I'm gonna have to set up some streams with yous, and you will have some little chats about sleep paralysis. Oh, by the way, guess what I've got coming tomorrow? But I'm not streaming tomorrow, so I'll have to do it on Tuesday. I've got some dowsing rods to come in. That picture is absolutely beautiful, girls. Where's my cursor not working? There we go. I had a recurring dream when I was a kid that dog with really long spines that looked like, oh God, but they were stealing people's minds to take over the world. I was young. I remember having a proper scary dream with monsters in it when I was a kid. I love the beach one that you sent me. Let me see the other one that you sent. I need to set up a pets one, don't I, Rob? That's so pretty. Yeah, I agree with you, Elizabeth. I agree. Let me set up a finger. Let me set up a pets. Obviously, because I'm Keely Talks, it's going to have to be Pets Talk. Let's talk about pets. There you go. My Discord has a Pets Talk option now. Jana, I'm so sorry I missed your comment a minute ago. I know you've already asked me this about music. So I literally just YouTube YouTube search meditation music, and there's a channel that I love. Let me try and find them. They always have such beautiful music on their channel. Where are they? They're called Yellow Brick Cinema, and I'll share them now into my chat. And they literally have thousands of people watching their streams all the time. And you can share all your pets in my little Pets Talk Discord. No. Yes, there's my Discord is pinned at the top. So go on if you want meditation music. Oh, spam away the Discord. You're fine. You're fine. It's all good. It's not giving me notifications, but it's probably... Have you broke it? Thank you for spamming it. But anyway, going back to... yes, I've got a food one as well. I have my psychic talks. Hey, Rob. Rob, I didn't take your advice. I came to rant and talk. But I've not mentioned any names, of course, my love. Not here to dox anybody. But we're just having a spiritual talk now. We've got Johnny Depp, Amber Turd. We've got quotes, YouTube links, general chat, randoms, memes, food, munch, gran, pets talk, and you've got the voice channel as well. I didn't know I was going to stream again. I just did it off the back, and I've done a whole stream for an hour. It might not stay up though. It might get took down, like, you know. Oh, I'm just sending him so much love, Linda. I mean, like, I just want to send this person love and healing prayers and light. But anyway, going back to night terrors. Has anybody sleptwalked before? Like, when I went through a situation with DV and me and my ex-partner, like, he didn't live with me, but he threatened to set my house on fire. I kept having really, really bad nightmares where I was dreaming that the house was on fire. But then I was sleepwalking, coming down these stairs. And then when I got down the stairs, I'd wake up, but I could smell smoke and I could feel burning on my skin, and I would be frantically checking all the plug switches. It was so weird. But when I moved away, and I lived in a different house, and when I moved away, totally fine since then. Been totally fine. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Rob. I'm so glad. Oh, I've seen her. Is she the one that was on TikTok? I remember one on TikTok, and she probably has an Instagram as well. And she does such funny sleepwalking, and she's talking in her sleep and everything. I'm back on screen. My sig kept going out because I'm talking. Ah, my knee just cracked. Hey, Jordan. Oh, night, Nala. What you like, girl? She locked herself out of a hotel room naked in her sleep, but had her. Oh my god. That's like one of my nightmares. Imagine waking up naked. No. Johanna, do you ever battle demons in your sleep and struggle to wake up? No, that's like sleep paralysis. I've never experienced sleep paralysis. Did you hear it? I'm so sorry. Like, I literally, my body makes so many sounds. It's so weird. Like, my neck is always cracking. My knees, I'd probably make a beat out of them. Like, they crack that much. Click, clack, click. Constantly. Constantly cracking. It's proper annoying. Oh, Emma, I need you on a stream, girl. I'm gonna start out with you behind the scenes. You don't have to be on the screen. I'll be on the screen, and you can keep your camera off. Oh, stop scratching the chair, you naughty cat. So my grandpa always said this thing growing up. I'm sorry, I just drank pop. To keep a dime in my pocket, so I'm never broke and poor because I have 10 cents. He passed 6 years now. Since my last day in court, I have been seeing dimes, here's the rest of it, been seeing dimes on the ground and weird places about 3 times a day. Oh, well, that would definitely be signs from your granddad. I got goosebumps when I don't know if you can see it or not. See how my hair's standing on end? I got goosebumps when you told me that story. Oh, you can write them down or you can just talk off memory. Yes, if you haven't seen it already, you go and watch Rob's last live stream, right, from Wednesday. I gave this my best ever reading that I ever gave to anybody. And I was using, what was I using, Rob? Do you remember? I was using Uno cards. And you know what? I don't care if it sounds egotistical. It was the best bloody reading I've ever given in all my life. That's called sleep paralysis, Jana. I've never ever experienced it before. Hey, Dave for JD. Oh God, tipping the laptop over nearly. I know I wanted dead freaky that reading that I gave. It's the most accurate reading I've ever given in my life. So if you've not watched it, anybody in here, then you need to watch it because, like, especially if you like that spiritual stuff and all the and all the psychic stuff, you'll like it. Yeah. I know, and then I got the reverse card, didn't I? And I told you that you had to reverse and all that. Right. I know. I had my red hair, but I felt like I had to change, so now I've got my black hair because I wanted to reinvent myself. Oh yeah, Emma. Oh gosh. Oh, Emma, girl, we need to be sorting this one. Yeah, and when that skip card came out, oh, bloody hell, all went down then. Shit got real. Things had to be skipped. What do you make of my bed shaking like someone's underneath it, kicking up the mattress? If you're experiencing that, KH, you need to get either a professional medium who knows how to do a cleansing, or whatever religion you are. It don't matter if whatever religion you are, you tell your version of a priest, they'll come and do a cleansing at your home. Oh, thank you, Merlin. This camera, it's like it softens me out. Like it's like I've got a filter on me constantly. If it doesn't scare you, then that is fine. But the only time, because the only time I've heard of that is when it's been a negative energy. But if it's not scaring you, then it might not be. It might be a child, like a little kid being mischievous, coming in like kicking the bed. So if it doesn't scare you, leave it. But if it's freaking you out and you've asked it to stop and it's not stopping, then of course reach out to a medium or your version of a priest, whatever your religion is. That would be my suggestion. But if it doesn't scare you, then of course just leave it if it's fine. There's no point changing something that's not scary, Oh, must have been so scary, Emma. I once stayed at a friend's house and felt being pushed in the back in my sleep. I woke up and I was between the bed and the wall. Left the lights on for the rest of the night. It's like 20 to 4 in the morning. I can't believe that I'm still streaming. I would have left the lights on for the rest of the night as well. I'm into all my spiritual stuff. I do communicate with spirit, but I'm not into the paranormal. It does exist, but I don't like touch. I've had experiences with poltergeist and spirits. That's two different whole games. Let me add that. A poltergeist and a spirit, a spirit is your loved ones and your friends and the human soul going to the spirit world. A poltergeist is a negative force, a negative energy. That is like you can get the ones that are nuisance or you can get the ones that are dark. I had one in this house when I moved in here, and I had to do a big cleansing on my house. At first it was hiding from me, because in spiritual talk I'm what we call a light worker, so I send like white light energy and healing, and I work with the white energy. I send it to people. Let me just send you some white energy in post. No, what I mean is when we're in a service and there's there's a medium on the stage, I'll send that white energy to him. I can channel the energies, and I know how to do that. So I'm what you call a light worker. I have all this white light energy around me, and when I was when I moved into this home, this thing that was dark, it was scared of me because it knew how big my light was, and it knew that if it came near me, it would have gone from being black to being grey. Do you know what I'm saying? And it didn't want to go grey, it wanted to stay in the dark. So what it did is it built itself up slowly. And then what they do is they'll move things and then they'll throw things. I had things throwing off the top of my fridge, because on the top of my fridge I've got my cereal and all that. And I have a bad habit of leaving my cupboard doors open. It's my bad habit. I do it like it's open right now. And things were coming flying out of there. And it all came to shit when I was sat in the living room stroking cat. The kids were in bed. The cat had pulled its collar off, and its collar was in here in the kitchen, and I was in this other room behind me. I was looking through the door, and I was looking at the cat's collar on the floor. I was watching it, and it just flipped over in front of my eyes. Nobody was near it. It just flipped. I was like, no, no, no. And then I started feeling really scared. And that's what it wanted. It wanted me to be scared. Because that negative energy, that being scared, that they feed off that. That, you know, poltergeist and shit, they feed off that fear. They feed off anger and pain and hurt and aggression and anxiety. They feed off all these negative emotions, whatever they are. So then it started doing more stuff. My foot went down when I had my brand new phone, which cost me nearly £600. What I bought myself, it's the first phone that I've ever bought out of my own money myself. I had it on my side. I'd left my kitchen cupboard open like I always do, and a tin of spaghetti hoops flew out my cupboard straight onto my phone, right? Smashed my screen. I then had to pay over £200 to go and get it sorted out. I'm like, right, I've had enough of this. So I went to a crystal shop, and I went and bought some white sage. I went and bought some sea salt. I forgot what it's not sea salt. The pink one. I can't remember what it's called now. And what you do is you go around and you sage all your house. You've got to go in for every four corner of every room. You've got to go to all the thresholds. You've got to envision it going all the way up to your attic, going every crawl space into your house, in between your floorboards, everywhere. And the sea salt, you have to put that in every corner. You have to put it at every door frame. Himalayan salt, that's the right, die for JD. The word went out my head. Himalayan salt. Thank you. So, and then you put it at your door frames, outside your door, in all your door frames in the house. And if you have anything loud, like you can use something like a loud, like I use the pan and a big stick, because what happens when you bang, it disturbs the energy. So I went around the house looking like a crazy woman, but I don't care. Banging. I had my white candle. I was envisioning all this white light filling my home, and it fucked off. Oh, tell him to shut it. If anyone wants to join Rob's Discord, get joined. There's so many beautiful, fun people on there. There's always somebody on there any time in the night having a chat. Yes, and the windows. And then what you have to do then is you have to go into a meditation. I went in a big meditation. I had a white candle. I did it sat at my table. I had the white candle lit. And I imagine my home being filled with white light. I imagine that I was stood in the middle of my house, and I had a big sword, and I stabbed the sword down. This white light just emitted out of it around my house. And then the white light went round my house, and it put like a shield of protection around the home. And the thing that was there, it's buggered off. It tried to. Oh, that's so lovely, Rob. I saw my granddad when he passed away. You know, when a spirit passes away, before they go to the spirit world, well, they go straight to the spirit world when they pass over. But you know, before the funeral, from when the soul leaves the body, they go straight up to the spirit world. They meet all the family, their loved ones, and everything up there, and then they come back down. And the energy that the spirit have right there and then is very, very powerful and strong, because they're filled with raw emotion. I'm getting goosebumps telling you this story now. But they're filled with raw emotion, and they'll come back down to the earth plane, and they'll stay around the loved ones on the earth plane until they have the funeral. And a lot of people hear, see, smell, feel their loved ones. Not everybody, but a lot of people do, from the time that they pass away until the time of the funeral. Oh, I'm so sorry it freaked you out. I know I'm so glad. I'm so sorry it freaked you out. And I'm so happy that you're here listening to me rant on my random stream. But you know what? It's proved something to me. It's proved to me that I can stream on my own, because I've always got somebody with me, either Gary or Tammy or a full stream panel. Normally on a Friday we have a full panel to get everybody gabbing. But it's nice to know that I can just chat with you guys and we can just carry on. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can just talk and it not be awkward silent. Like, I came onto this stream with 0 people. This stream was not planned at all. Yes, Emma, spirit do appear in dreams. They do that quite often. That's how they do this more than actually coming to on the earth plane. The reason being is because they don't want to scare you. But it was only your loved ones who will come in your dreams to say hello to you. You won't get anything mischievous or anything. I still feel and smell my granny and my brother. Oh, that's so lovely. Oh God, it went off. I felt my late husband's kiss when I was asleep, and I felt like I tried so hard to wake up, but I couldn't. Bless you. I'm getting goosebumps now. I'm getting them all on my face. That's so beautiful that your husband came to you. You know, you shouldn't all be telling me any of this, because what if I was going to tell you when I gave you the reading on my Tuesday stream? I can't now because you already told me. You ruined it. You've all told me. I could have been like, Rob, your granddad came to you when you saw him. Marilyn, I know your husband kissed you. Can't tell yous now. Oh, thank you, Margot. That means so much to me. Like, we only have 13 in here, and I think at the most we had 15, maybe up to 20. But it means so much to me that you guys even want to come and listen to me rant. Like, literally, you don't understand. I lost my nan in 2014. I don't dream of her enough. I dream of her house a lot, Dom. Oh, sorry, let me just see this. Oh, no. I'm teasing you as well. The thing is, with the dreams, you have to understand that in the spirit world, time is a lot different than it is down here in the earthly plane. Like, what's 5 years up here could be 5 minutes up there, or vice versa. What's 5 minutes down here, the spirit could have been up there in the spirit world for like 5 years. They could have been healing and really, learning about their life and everything that they went through. And then they come back down. Oh God, I'm so sorry. It's like 10 to 4 in the morning, man. But anyway, they come back down and they then come and visit you. Well, that's not guaranteed. They might they might have things to do in the spirit world. Like, sometimes when you go to the spirit world, you get jobs where you've got to like help animals pass over, or you help children pass over, or you then become somebody's guide and stuff like that. So the energy and the time the way it works in the spirit world is so different. The time the spirit are more active, oh God. Oh. The time when the spirit are most active with you is going to be when they first pass over to the spirit world, because that's when the energy is really strong. Oh, thank you. Oh, well, I will just use the Uno cards. Yes, Rob, we'll use the Uno. You can read me, Rob. You should both just read each other with Uno cards. Rob says, I'll try. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, guys. Get yawning down your ears. I've lived in a wee hiding place for many years. This community is helping me so much. It's helping me as well, you know, Margot. Like I said, I'm very much an introvert. I'm very shy, bit of an hermit. Don't like bothering with people. And this community, as I've gained friends, I've gained real life relationships and friendships, and it's changed my life in that way to get to know people. I'm sleepy, but at the same time, I'm not sleepy. I'm sleepy because I've been talking for like 5.5 hours or something. Like, it's nearly 4 o'clock, and I started my stream at 10:30. So that's what, like 5.5 hours. Oh, thank you. Even if they pass away several years, how do they still stay in touch? Is it because they know we need them? Yeah, well, they'll come around when you need them, but they might not come in and see you in a dream or come through a medium, but they'll still come around and see you in visitation. You might not know that they're there, but they are, you know. Keely should get some sleep. I probably should get some sleep, like, and have a cig first, and then I'll chat to you while I have my cig, and then I'll go and get in bed for a few hours before the Sprags wake up and start being dead loud. And I love them, but they peck me head when they're very loud. My little cherubs. Might just take them to the park and let them burn off all their energy. But I'm definitely not letting them play with that box again. The arguments over a bloody 4-foot Amazon box that we've had today, getting stuck in it because they thought it was a slide. Get some crumpets and beans with toast. Oh, I hate beans. Crumpets are good, dog, but I don't have crumpets and toast. It's either one or the other. Have you ever tried crumpets, Rob? Who, apart from the English friends? You know, I just want to tell you, in America, they think that we all just sit down and drink tea and eat crumpets. Don't know if you knew this. Emma's put it, tea and crumpets. They think, oh, don't. Crumpets are bloody gorgeous. You need to try some. Yeah. Oh, God. You need to try some crumpets. A bit of a... You got to try a bit of crumpet. They are delicious, Mary Lynn. But you need to try some. Best are homemade. They are, Rob. Make some homemade ones for you, Maya and Tanya. I had my cards read on January, and the medium told me my pop, who died 40 years ago, was around me, and I was blown away. Oh, that's so nice. That medium must have really brought that evidence to you and helped you understand. If I fit the stereotype, killer tarts, they can say that all the time. To be fair, right, I do enjoy some crumpets and a cup of tea for my breakfast. And they are alright as your dinner sometimes as well. Or maybe as a midnight snack, for your supper. But we don't have them constantly. do I? I've got some over there. You're making me fancy crumpets now. What would you call it? You can all see my eyes. What would you call it when you get a sudden wave come over you, giving a random instruction? Not seeing anything wrong, but getting the urge to take the off ramp you don't need and avoiding a car wreck. Claire, I can't pronounce it. I call it the knowing, Saba. Let me tell you the proper name for it. One minute. It's called Claire something. I always forget the name of it. Oh, God. Claire cognizant. Right, this isn't a good word for bleeding a dyslexic. I'm just going to spell it for you and you can read it. Right, there we go. There you go. I call it the knowing. Because I get that. That's the knowing. It's just you instantly know. That's how I work with. Like when you see me work with the cards and I'm like, blah, 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 it's just coming out my mouth. That's the knowing. Like other things that I work with, like clairsentient, is when I feel things. So, you know, like when I'll be like, oh, I've got pain or whatever, I've got pain here, blah, blah. Clairvoyant is where you see things. So, like, if I'm like, I can see this, I can see that, that's clairvoyant. And clairaudient is where you hear. So, it's where you're hearing things. So, what was she saying, love? So, if I hadn't turned off, I would have been in the accident too. That's amazing. You should listen to that because when you know how to connect with the knowing, that's one of the most powerful energies that you can work with because you don't analyze it, it just comes to you like instantaneously. No, I know. Nice to have you back on there. You're going to be spamming on there. Yes, this is Claire Cognizance. That's what I'm just going to call it. I don't know if that's how you say it. Claire Cognizance. And the knowing. Well, I just call it the knowing because it's just so much easier to remember. Elizabeth says, Saba, always follow that feeling. Yes, always listen to that. And it's true intuition as well, true divine intuition. Premonition. Premonition is more when you see into the future. What he's seeing is seeing something that's just about to happen. So that's the knowing because you know it's happening. It's happening now in the present. Just if it's going to happen like in a bit or tomorrow, then yeah, Emma, you're right, premonition. But if it's happening in like instantly, that's the knowing. It's all right, Linda. I'll just be having some random talks, spiritual talks about dreams and stuff. Oh, that must have been so scary for you to see that. That would have just. Thankfully, I've never had the experience of seeing somebody pass, like him get run over or whatever. But if I did, it would probably. Well, I know it could probably give me PTSD. Well, that is a premonition, girl. That's a classic premonition. But as a spiritual person, 1 second, I just need to get a drink. Need a drink. Right. So, as a spiritual person, I don't believe that the future is set out in stone, if that makes sense. Your future, it branches out in front of you like the roots of a tree. And it's cause and effect. So the things that you do have a cause and effect in how your journey proceeds forward. Like somebody could read your tarot. Oh, God. Somebody could read your tarot and give you what they think what's going to happen in your future. It could come true because it could be one of your branches of cause and effect, you know. But at the same time, might not come true because you might do something that you already know is going to happen in the future to avoid that happening. For example, you knew that on the 5th of June, you was going to meet your soulmate and you'd fall in love with him and get married. But you didn't want a soulmate. You just wanted to live alone. You couldn't be dealing with a person in your life. So you're like, fuck that. Can't be asked. So then you just like stay in all day and just stay asleep. You ain't going to meet that soulmate, are you? Do you know what I mean? So it's all about personal choice, like Margot is saying. But things can happen in your future that you see already. We just get a drink, bloody hell. Oh, I dropped this drink before the stream and it's all bent. Anyway. If anybody wants a private reading, like you said, Gianni, you can, because I've set it up now, you can DM me and we can sort it out. But that must be amazing. Like, I've seen things happening in the future, but some of it has come true and some of it hasn't. Like, my friend Bill, which I know I've spoke about on my lives before, he's now my spirit guide. He was like a dad to me when I was here. When he was here, I should say. He passed to spirit when I was pregnant with my youngest, so about 4 or 5 years ago. He's no longer with us. He was a very, very wise man. And I remember a few years back when I had a vision that he was learning me how to drive. But I don't know if this, thinking back now, I don't know if it's symbolic. I don't know how to drive. I've never driven in my life. If anyone wants a private reading, just DM me and we'll sort it out. But I've never driven in my life and I've never learned, even now. But Bill's passed now, so he could never learn me how to drive. He could guide me from the spirit world whilst I'm learning to drive. But he's never going to physically learn me how to drive. But Bill's amazing. Like, he's like a dad to me. Like, my dad wasn't a dad. He's my father. He's not my actual. He's never been a dad figure to me. I met Bill when I was 16, when I first went to the spiritual church. He was in the hospital, walking around whilst I was in labour with me, bringing me grapes. And he looked like a nutty old professor. He had, the one out of Back to the Future with the white hair. He looked like him a little bit, but he had a moustache. But he's a spirit guide of mine now. He brings the spirits through. Right, let me read this comment by Mary Lynn because everybody's reacting and I'm not seeing it. I was driving to the hospital for an appointment. on 9/11 and I had the worst panic attack where I felt like I was going to die. 10 minutes later, the towers went down. I literally passed out in my car. Oh, I've just got goosebumps again. That must have been so scary. It must have been so scary. I call my dad my sperm donor. Exactly. Stepdads are some of the most amazing dads. Now, Bill wasn't my stepdad. He wasn't in a relationship with my mum. He was just an amazing person. At first, our friendship started by he'd always walk me to the bus stop, because it was dark. So he'd always make sure that I got on the bus. He'd wait with me till I got on. And then when I started doing mediumship more, like when I started getting bookings and that, he'd come with me to all the churches and he was like my little cheerleader. He was amazing. He was so much fun. He was so goofy. He had this proper strong Bolton accent. Like, you alright, cock? He used to call me Keels. 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 He used to call me our Keels to people. And I've even got some of his ashes from his family, The table that I have my laptop on right now was his table. Cats are very intuitive, Jenna. Cats and dogs see things that we don't. We do. Yes, exactly. The one who loves and raised you as a parent. Quite sadly, my children don't have a father figure in their life right now at all. I'm mum and dad. They don't have that. And it makes me so sad. I wish that they could have that, but it's not safe, It's not safe for him to be in their lives. One second, I'm just catching up with the chat. Oh, what feeling did you have, Di? It's okay. I love that you said that, Jana, but I'm not a Christian, my love. I'm a spiritualist. And my God, what I believe in is male and female. That's how Bill learned me, anyway. But I never push my beliefs onto anybody. But the divine energy that I call the Great Spirit is 2 parts feminine, 1 part masculine. This doesn't mean it is part trigender or whatever, but it's the energy that comes in from Mother Earth and all that, the elements and everything that come through. But I'm not going to get into religion with you, with anybody, because we all have so many different beliefs. And that's what I love. Do you know what I mean? I love that even though we all have these different belief forms, that we can come forward and come together. You're a great mum and dad, I'm sure. I don't ever say to him, "Oh, I'm your dad." But what I mean is I have to step into that role. So I have to be the one that kisses their sores when they hurt themselves, but I also have to be the assertive one as well. Now that's the dad, isn't it? Yeah. The divine spirit. That's just what I call it, the divine spirit. Love and light. Okay, H, what did you say? I've been mum and dad for my 3 kids since my husband passed away 6 years ago. They were 3, 8 and 13. Oh, such a young age to lose your parent, lose your dad, you know. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you. Like I said, I can definitely get into that mum mode, like, pack it in now. Because you have to, you know, otherwise they run you ragged. Oh my god, that can is so hard to drink out of. It's all bent up. You do what you gotta do for your kids, you're right, Kate, and I had some challenges myself, not as hard as the grieving process, but we kind of did go through a grieving process, if that makes sense. Like, my children did anyway. They lost their dad, like, not physically, but emotionally. Well, it is physically as well. Like, he's not in their life anymore. Like, he was a good dad to them, but because of what he did to me, he couldn't be in their life at all. And they pine for him. They literally pine. It makes me so sad that I can't do anything about it. When they're adults, they can go and find him, you know. I'll tell them I tell them everything and make sure that they're safe, but when they're adults, they can make their own choices. Yeah, children are definitely resilient. I can't believe we've gone nearly 2 hours. He does want to get involved, Emma, but he's not allowed to because he's a dangerous person. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not allowed to be in their lives. Because it's not safe. I feel so bad for him as well, you know. I feel so bad because he pined, you know, for that masculine figure. You can't just snap up a dad, you know. Like, come here, dad. That must have been so scary for your daughter, Jenna. Oh, yeah. I know, Emma. Some parents just don't give a shiz. I've swore already on this stream, so I don't really care, but... Where's me? Oh, God, 1 minute. Where's my camera? Oh, I know I shouldn't, but I still feel bad for them, you know. I wish it was safe. I wish it was just a normal breakup and it was never an experience that they had to go through. So, by the way, guys, this is Belle. That's me and Bella in Yorkshire. Why are you meowing at? Aw. Come on. Come here. You maddy kitty. This is Belle. Like I say, it looks like a nutty professor. White, crazy hair. That day we was going to a spiritual church in Yorkshire, which is you hear the cat. He did like such a sad meow. Like, no worries, KH. My dogs are asleep and heard care. They just jumped up to my teeth. That's so funny. But this is Bill, like I was saying, who I've been talking about. He's now in spirit. And you know what's so funny? I don't know if you can see, but where his finger is, he doesn't know it. He didn't know it at the time. It literally lines up with the top of the hill where we were. But we was at a spiritual church. I'm sorry, Kelv. You know what it is? That cat that you just heard meowing at this time of the morning, literally 4 o'clock at night. Like some nights I'll be on the phone gabbing to Gary at this time of night, and the cat will start meowing. Like, and he's meowing for my youngest daughter. Christopher Lloyd, who's that now? I'm not good with names. Yeah, him out of the film. Gary. Community. You know, it's just the dialect in Manchester, like our E sounds becomes like an A. You guys can't say anything anyway. Your T's become D's. I asked Gary before to say metal, and you know what he said? Because he can't, because of his accent, it's medal. I love all your accents. You got such amazing accents. My cat can say hello, I'll eat. My vet is even a video of him talking. Ask me to say New York. Go on then, say New York. How are you gonna say it in a chat? I love your New York accent, Rob. It sounds like New York. You know what? As a Brit, I don't know about all the other Brits in here. Oh, hey Jane. Is this Jane that I know off Facebook? Or are you new here? Like, do I not know you? Hit the subscribe button anyway. Help me grow. But one of the British pet peeves with the is when the way you guys say Birmingham, we call it Birmingham, like with a ham, like Birmingham, and it's obviously it's named after the city in the UK, Birmingham. I love all the accents, me. Hey Jean, welcome. What do you say? They say in the East we don't say as. You know what? That's so funny because like Gary always says that I have a strong, like a really long R sometimes when I'm pronouncing some things like R or whatever. And herbs, yeah, it's herbs. There's a H. There's a H in herbs. See, look, I'm getting my payback now. You grew up in Birmingham. It's Janie Davis from Stevie and SEC at Rob Wheels chat. Oh, hey. Well, welcome to my little spiritual talk. We had a little rant earlier, and now we're just talking about random things, and we've ended up on accents like 2 hours in. We have ours and everything is Scottish. I know, like, I'm bruh. I can't do it because I'm not Scottish. I can do my Irish accent now because my dad's Irish. My English accent is a train wreck. Was taught British English in school, but my God, it's bad. You've heard it. Rob can never hear me speak. Pretty sure I do all the stereotypical Canadian things. You know, I love all the different accents, though. And you know what's so funny is in the UK, we have like over 200 accents. Like we're such a little, well, Britain is such a little island. UK is obviously England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. Geography. I just got a shooting pain in my hand. That was weird from my elbow. Geography lesson for you are, because a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of people do. But anyway, United Kingdom is England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. And Britain is the name of the island, which is England, Scotland, and Wales. It's the island landmass that we're on. And the British Isles is the full island of Ireland, the full island of Britain, and all the thousands of islands, or little islands around. It's like 5,000 islands in the British Isles. Is loads. So when people say you've got a British accent, they genuinely think of an English accent. But Britain is the island of Scotland, England, and Wales. So random, I know, but I am random, but oh well. I know that Tammy didn't know that, or Gary. They didn't learn geography. Shh, don't tell them I told you. England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, inside, outside, donkey's tails. No, comment work. Where's Marilyn? I didn't see Marilyn's comment. Right, A7. Like, yeah, when people say I love the British accent, I'm like, which one? Yeah, there's over 200 accents in the UK, not in the UK, in Britain, and there's over 70 dialects. Obviously, accents and dialects are different. And so, for example, in where I grew up, in Manchester, we have a lot of words that we only say in Manchester. Do you know what I mean? Like, compared to other places. Like, for example, in Manchester and in like Liverpool, we call our younger brothers and sisters our kid. I don't even know how I'm still awake. I know, speaking of Scotland, same with Liverpool. Yeah, they do say our kid in Liverpool. You alright, our kid? Or la. Yeah, how are you doing, la? I'm half Greek and Greeks have different dialects too. Yeah, it's so funny, innit? Like, I've been learning Tammy and Gary like loads of British terms. I don't know if any of you saw it. Last Friday, I had Rob. No, I didn't have Rob. I wanted Rob though because it would have been fun, but he was busy. But I had Tammy, Gary, Big Daddy, Tiffany, Zod, and PB. I don't know if I had anybody else. I can't remember if JFD came or not. I'm not sure. I don't think she did. No, she didn't. She couldn't make it. She was out shopping. Anyway, we had Guess the British Slang, and I proper tricked everybody. Hey, the Black Pearl. Liverpool saying, me old China. I love all of them. I've learned a bit from different countries, just not American English. Wasn't allowed. Oops. Yeah, she was watching. It was such a funny stream. I'm going to be doing a part 2. I might do that this Friday coming as my panel stream. Try and organise it. Get the Americans guessing again. Because we have some funny British terms, we have some innocent British terms, and we have some rude British terms that we just trick them all. Keela talks, Tammy and I have the southern slang, but you should hear Ella. I have a hard time talking to her without laughing. Aww. Oh God, I keep nearly knocking this bloody laptop off. Yes, we need to do a part 2. And have everybody tripping out. Yes, Tammy talks about y'all. We all know the world revolves around our fur babies. Well, mine does. Mine revolves around my real babies and then my fur babies. Americans are notorious for not knowing geography. I had a man who was surprised to find out that I knew where Montego was. I confuse loads of people by talking about, like, my family are from Malta, which is a beautiful little island. I'm pretty sure one of the James Bond films are filmed there. It's a beautiful little island, beautiful little country that was he's at his mate's Toby's. He's at Toby's having some boy time. But I confuse loads of people telling people that my family are Maltese. So, like, Maltese. People think of the dog, the Maltese breed. Hey, hen. I guess I have got insomnia a little bit. I was worked up a little bit before, so I had to come on. I had me rant, and now we've just been chatting. And I've done my first live stream on my own. Having some boy time. Having some time with his mates. You know what's so funny, like with like Australia, we have a lot of crossover from British slang and American slang. I don't know if you noticed that. Like, you guys just got electric shock again up me from me. I'm sorry, it's so weird from my album. But of cheating behind my back on their phone and stream. Then he comes back and gives me a big kiss on cam. What a big cheater, lol. Oh God. My mother had the Virginia accent and her Spanish was hilarious. Rob's at it with the typos again. Bog Daddy. Bog in the UK, you might not know this, Rob, but bog in the UK is another word for toilet. Like, if you hear the word bog roll, it's toilet roll. Bog Daddy. Oh, that tickled me. Oh, my knees just cracked again dead loud. I'm sorry, that was gross. Ugh. Bog off. Hi people, I woke up because my bladder needed emptying. That's TMI, girl. We did not need to know that piece of information. Did you hear that? I'm so sorry. This microphone's so good as well. I get really. I've got fibromyalgia, but sometimes I get really bad tension in my knee, and I have to straighten it out. I feel like an old woman sometimes. Yeah, you do. You have so much of our English terms, like mate as well. You guys say mate, and you call like the things that you put the washing out pegs, don't you? Yeah, it is. I didn't slap my leg. I straightened my leg out, and it just went clunk. It's just so gross, but oh well. I know that's what I'm like. Like I stand up and all my joints click. Told you I can make a beat out of my body, like clicking as I move. Like sometimes I'll walk and my knees just like click, 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 like constantly. Hiya, hen. Oh God, I love all the different accents on. I love all the slang. I love all the little slang crossovers. It's like in Manchester, one word we use so commonly is when instead of saying the word very, we say dead a lot. So we might say, like we might say, oh, that's a dead long queue. Oh, it's dead hot. Oh, it's dead cold. Oh, well, that's dead nice. And obviously, I got Tammy and Gary saying it, and because I say it so much. So funny though, hearing their accents coming out with, "Oh, it's dead nice." I'm not going to try and do an American accent because I can't. Old woman, you speak as if you're Asian. LOL, you're not. You know what, right? My body literally feels like I'm dead. I just said it then again, dead. There you go. Like I'm dead old sometimes. I feel like I'm like an 80-year-old woman. Because I've got fibromyalgia. Yes, remember I've got a chronic pain condition. So sometimes I'm in absolute agony. And I'll literally be in so much pain and I'll be clunking everywhere. I think that's why, like I was telling you, I dropped. Well, some of you weren't here when I said it to you a few hours ago. But before my stream last night, obviously I dyed my hair, went black, and when I got out of the shower, I was drying my hair in my room. Obviously, I'm a smoker, and I've got an ashtray, and it's like a very heavy set glass crystal one or whatever material it is. It's very thick. I don't think it was originally supposed to be an ashtray. I just decided I wanted it as an ashtray. It's supposed to have like tea bags in it. Got it from Own Bargains, this nice pink fancy one. Only fucking knocked it off the table and it dropped right under my little tom on the side of my foot. And as soon as it did that, it's like a big black blood blister popped out of like the size of a pea. Oh yes, I transformed from pink to black. Your hair's lovely. You say that, right? But my hair is so annoying. Right? I'll show you why. Looks nice and straight, doesn't it? It's lying to you. My hair is actually very wavy, but it's only wavy underneath. Let me show you. I'll try and show you. Well, looks like rat's tails. Can't see that well because it's gone all finger. But my hair is really wavy. So it's a nightmare to straighten. Look how wavy it is. And it's like that's the Celtic side in me, because obviously I'm half Irish. On my mum's side, the Maltese side, they have all very straight hair. But the Irish side, it's all very, very wavy. It's only a little bit, but it's annoying because it's not like a style, you know. It's like, when you make your mind up, do you want to be wavy or do you want to be straight? No, you just want to be awkward, right? And be under my hair and be wavy as hell. You can't really see it on there, but it's really, really wavy. You can't see it. Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit there when I put it down. It's so annoying, like, when I have my hair down like this, it looks, well, it doesn't look it now, it looks a mess, but oh well. It looks nice and straight. My neck, fingers, toes and shoulders are always cracking. It's always a cracking good time with me, literally. And that's no curse, my ass crack is I love the new look. You remind me of Morticia Adams. Beautiful. Oh, thank you. Obviously, I have very, very pale skin, but I've got the Maltese features. Like, I've got dark eyes, and even though I'm pale, I'm dark haired and that. But I'm just so pale. It's not fair. Like, look how brown. We can't even tell. My hand just looks dead pale as well, but my hands are dead brown compared to my face. This camera don't do no justice. I feel your pain, Keela. Mine is bored straight in some parts, nice wavy in others, and tiny wrinklet curls in others. Absolutely pain. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you straighten it, and because it's wavy, right? When you brush it, it'll go, because obviously curly hair, when you brush it, it goes all dead boffy. Like, you can see the waves a little bit there at the back. But when you straighten it, it'll go all the dead boffy at the end. Oh, thank you, Margot. I've had black hair before. I've not had black hair since oh god, how long ago was it when I had black hair? Probably about 5 years ago now. Oh, you might think so, Elizabeth, but to me it pecks me head. But as they say, you should love what you have, because what you have, somebody else wants. I want nice, normal, straight hair, but I've got this dead thick hair. That just happens with age sometimes, doesn't it, Bob? Can't change it. Just the way it is, isn't it? It's fucking annoying, though. I miss dyeing my hair. Why don't you dye your hair anymore, hen? You know, get some hair dye. Do you have to have it a certain colour for you? Do you have something? Oh, Jan, I'm not going to tell Gary to dye his hair. He looks great. He's a silver fox. He's fine. My hair's medium brown, but I want to go to a dark. Oh, that sounds lovely. A dark cherry brown. Yeah, you should do it, Emma. I gave up on straightening my hair. I didn't even have time to straighten this before the stream because, like I said, I dropped the ashtray on my phone. I had to like limp down here, left me mirror that I do my makeup in upstairs because I use it to dry my hair. Had to limp back up the stairs, limp back down again, holding a mirror under my arm and resting my other arm on like the banister so I didn't fall because I was limping. Then I had to do my makeup. And by that point, it was like 20 past 10, so I had to like come on the stream. Hey, Justice for Debt. I look at most women, I wish I had their hair, but what I have just on my crown, most have on their entire head. I know. But I don't know if any of you girls ever get this as well. Like my hair. Ow, 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 ow. Sorry, boys, I'm girl talk now. My hair here is so thick. Like, look at that. And then at the back, it's proper thin. Like, why? People like, nah, that's not thin. It feels so thin at the back. Yes, it has been a big day, JFD. I wish you could have come onto the stream. Mine won't hold, it's too heavy. And if I do want it to hold, like as I've got it to hold before, but it only lasted like an hour, I have to use my pin straightener, the really thin wand, and do literally a piece like that at a time. Maybe that might be a bit too thick anyway. Probably about that big. Kayla, have you tried brushing it dry? Do not necessarily using the blow dryer, just brush it a lot until it's dry. And how I get by. Oh, Elizabeth, I sometimes let my hair just dry naturally, and it hates me for it. I look like when I dry my hair naturally, it goes all dead boffy. It looks boffy a bit now, but I did manage to half blow dry my hair, so that's why like it looks dead nice in some places, like here. That's hair dye on my hand, by the way. But it looks really pretty in some places. Like, look at that. All nice and straightly blow dried. Don't know if you can see it. You can't see because it's black. There you go. All nice and straightly blow dried. But then in other places, obviously, because I've not managed to blow dry it, look like a lion because it's dried now. But in other places, like, look at that. I know. It doesn't look straight at all. Oh, we've got like 20 of you on here. A little random stream. Oh, God. By the time I do my first half and had it straightened, so I just don't bother. You get arm ache as well, don't you? Like when you're curling it. Hey, South Florida. I can't believe that I've had all you guys in here. I can't believe I've done a stream. I don't know what to do. Shall I keep this stream up or not? What do you suggest, guys? After my little rant tonight. Of course, I've not doxed anybody, but my hair was down to my butt and I cut it off to give my friend start for a week. Just got started. I had to let it go like again. Oh, God. The best thing that you could do to get it to go along is obviously just getting it trimmed like 6 weeks. Just a little tiny bit to get, if you want it to grow long, that is. I wish I could have joined Keeltart. So Joy's own kids. Sometimes you just don't want to settle. Probably for best. I don't want to catch my cold flu over the stream. I can't bloody catch a cold over the stream. You're off your head, cock. I'm not being derogatory, by the way. That's a term of endearment up here in North. Just in case you didn't know. Okay, Rob. I'll take your advice because I trust your advice. But I've spoken about what I've spoken to you about. And I read the messages out, but I didn't dox anybody. If that makes sense. Oh, by the way, I'm not doing any readings today, my love. I do them on Tuesday streams. So If what I was going to ask you all as well, I know it's cheeky, but because I've had such a bad review on my Facebook page, what I was going to ask you is when I do my reading lives, when I've done user reading, if you have Facebook, don't matter if you don't feel comfortable with doing it, but if you have Facebook, if you could go on my Facebook, because I have it already in my description every time, and give me like a feedback on there how your reading was. Because obviously there's this woman calling me not a proper psychic who's got one on her. Go to the top of our... No, well, I don't mean that, Rob. I mean, shall I delete this stream after I've finished the live? Shall I put it private or shall I leave it on? Shall I leave it on my profile? Or shall I, like, go private? Because I had that rant, didn't I? Well, and you'd have to... I don't want to go into it again now because it was like kind of a bit of negative, really. Rob's saying leave it public, so I'll leave it public. Hey, Zod. I wish you could have come on my stream last night. Oh, thank you, Di. If you can, it doesn't matter if you don't feel comfortable, that's fine. But if you feel comfortable when they give you a reading, if you just put it as because it tells you to review. I didn't even know that option was on my page, but apparently it is. And this woman who's got a vendetta with me, she commented saying, I'll answer your question in a second, Jane. I'll just leave it there for a minute. She commented saying that I'm not a proper psychic because she's got a vendetta with me, and put me saying that I shouldn't be lying to people. Well, I don't want to. Let me tell you what she said. She doesn't recommend me. It tells you if you recommend or not. And then she said she should have a disclaimer for her act. What happens when someone thinks she's a real psychic and does something that causes themselves or others harm? I have never, ever in my history of giving readings, in my 13 years of being a medium, have ever give anybody any advice that could get them to harm themselves or anybody else. Ever. I'm sorry, but no, I've never done that. Mary Lynn needs a wrench. Right, let me go on my phone. Oh, we gained a few subscribers on here tonight. Isn't it funny that, like, you end up doing a random stream? Because I've not been able to get... Yeah, she was lying out of her butt. But she's just got a bit of a vendetta. Hey, Zod. So, I read cards. How does it work when the questioner can't hold the cards? So, you'll have to come and watch me on I do a stream on a Tuesday, Jane. I don't know what time zone you're at, but I do it at 10:30 p.m. UK, which is obviously 5:30 p.m. EST. I'm pretty sure you said Australia, but I know there's different time zones in Australia. So that's every Tuesday I do that. And the way that I do it, the way that it works, what I do is I'll shuffle the cards. And whilst I shuffle the card, because when I do my readings, I don't have the reader hold the cards anyway. So I'll shuffle the cards and I'll tell everybody in the comment section to put a 1. Don't put your ones, by the way. I'm not doing a reading now. And just joking, I love you all. But I'll tell everyone to put a 1, and then I'll feel drawn to one of the people in there, and I'll just read the oracle cards as if the person sat in front of me, showing them to the screen, and it works so beautiful there. The energy is so lovely that comes through. And it's like, one, I'm kidding. But the energy is so beautiful that comes through. That's awful. The cards aren't about divination. It's about simply showing off how things could go if it continues on their current track. Yes, and it's about guidance. Like they don't predict the future. They might give you little hints about what could go on in the future, you know. But at the end of the day, like I said, everything's cause and effect. Your future is never set in stone. It's about 9:30 a.m. in the morning on Wednesday in Australia. Right, so that'll be what time it'll be when I do my stream on Tuesday, Jane. If you can make that. We always have a lovely, like, it's about 2 hour stream that we do on a Tuesday, and it always goes so well. And we always have so much fun. But yeah, and I don't get to everybody, of course, but it's just some nice energies. And coming to a Oracle card stream near you. 1 minute. Oh, where's it gone? 1 second. Marilyn. Keela, you are here, well, staying up so late, 10:40 p.m. and can barely keep my eyes open. So I bid you all good night for me. Love and hugs. Bed is calling my name. Girl, I don't blame you. So, look what I'm going to be bringing to my stream. Let me take the comment off, you can't even see it. So I've got, it's my chain, what I wear on my neck, but this is amethyst. This on my wrist, by the way, is hair dye. I don't have dirty hands. But this is amethyst. It's an amethyst angel crystal. And I do have another pendulum, but this works really, really well as a pendulum as well. Pendulums, you can ask yes or no questions. And they... I always say, though, don't ask questions about legal matters or about health or about pregnancy. So the way it works is, with my crystal, for yes, it'll go clockwise, which is that way. Right? So that's I know it don't look like it's going clockwise, so that's clockwise on it. And then for no, for me, it goes anti-clockwise, which is that way. You can see my hand moving right now because I'm moving it on purpose. So we can ask a question, see if it answers. Like, see if you can do it where you can see my hand. Right, got my hand still. Will Johnny Depp win in the VA trial? I've got my hand still. Oh, it's only going very slowly, but it's picking up now. I don't know if you can see it there, which way it's going. Right, let's ask it. Will Amber Heard win in the VA trial? Can you see it stopped? No, it's going the other way. So I asked if Amber Heard's going to win, and it's going in anti-clockwise. I asked if Johnny Depp's going to win, it's going clockwise, which is yes for me. And anti-clockwise is no. I hope that it's true then. But yes, so we're going to bring this to the lives, but I can imagine I'm going to get arm ache, so I can't sit there all the way through stream holding that up. I might just I know it switched then. What else can he ask it? Give me some suggestions, guys. We'll do one last one. I'm anti that turd. Will Rob grow? Let me take that off. Will Rob grow red hair? You can't see my hand. Jane Davis says, will Keely's channel grow? Will my channel grow? It's like going very slowly clockwise. That means that it's going to grow very slowly. We're going to go very slow. KH says, will I move in the next year? Got an itchy nose. Will KH move in the next year? So, it's weird right now because it's going sideways. Right. KH is saying no. And I seen another hen said, will Heard get done for perjury? So in any of the courts, because I'm just going to open it out there, will Amber Heard get done for perjury? Please answer honest and truly. Let's go on clockwise. Hey, no personal questions about me. You're not asking any personal questions about me. Keela, please ask it if I should move to the Gracious. Should South Florida, right? Sorry. Should South Florida move to the Gracious? Please answer honestly and truly. This is like hurting my arm. I need to like South Florida. I'll take that as a yes. It's going clockwise for me, which I know looks anti-clockwise to you guys on camera, but the way that it looks to you on camera, going that way is yeah, going that way is no. Exactly, Jane. Growing slowly. Will we get a summer in the UK? That's a funny one, Emma. Let's see what it says. Will there be a summer in the UK? Will there be a summer in the UK? It's going very slowly, but it's saying, it's picking up now. See, I like this because it works itself up. I know I need to do some arm exercises. Right, last one. Jana wants to know, is her new home permanent? Let me just hold it straight. Is Jana's new home permanent? Sorry, I feel like I'm moving it 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh, it's hitting me now. Right. Is Jana's new home permanent? Give it a minute because I moved, so it needs to stop shaking. I can't do this. I'm trying to do it in my right. I hate doing it in my other hand. You're saying yeah. Saying yes. Got all the bloody hair dye on my arm. So, this is going to be on the Psychic Lives, and I've got dowsing rods. Jane says, don't hurt yourself. I need to practice doing my arms, like lifting my arms up, like get rid of bingo wings, get the arms moving. Oh, we're on the hour now. I think Zod's going live in a minute. I might go off now. Bloody 5 o'clock in the morning. What are your tattoos, Keela? I'll show you. So, we have... Can you even see? So we have this one, which is a Day of the Dead skull. And we have a unicorn that looks like is a proper angry bitch, like she's proper angry. And we have this purple rose here. We have this purple butterfly, and then we have a love and light. And the rest of it's just hair dye that won't come off. I don't know if you could see that. Yes, do a Kill Tarts read on Zods. Oh yeah, Jane, please come to my stream on Tuesday. I'd love to have you. I don't know who's going to be co-hosting with me though. I don't know if it's going to be Tammy or Gary. I've not asked any of them yet. Oh, before you go, let me tell you something really funny. You know my stream that I did on Tuesday? I'll tell you that in a second, but let me just tell you this. You know my stream that I did on Tuesday? You know, like when I had my cig break, like after an hour free, and Gary sang a beautiful song. The bleeding copyrighted it. YouTube have like fingered it because he's covering a song on there. That's like, well, that's how good your singing is. The bloody copyrighted it, like literally. For whenever I finally get to 1,000 subscribers, it's going to be like, you can't have this video monetized because it has a song in it. Like, seriously? Because it's literally got the name of the song that he's singing as well on there. So if all the ad revenue that my video get for the years in the future, the person who sings that song will get my ad revenue. If I ever get to 1,000, that is anyway. Yes, YouTube still. But I'll answer this question because Zod's not on yet. He's on in like an hour, so I'm not right for a minute. But my first tattoo that I got was that love and light one there. And to me, that means God, because God is love. Whatever religion you're in, God is love and God is light. Right, and then the second one that I got was the purple butterfly, and that's the symbol for fibromyalgia, is a purple butterfly. And then right after that, I got the purple rose that you can see there. And the purple rose symbolizes all the hard times that I've been through in my life, like. And then I got the Day of the Dead tattoo. That symbolizes my connection to the dead, to the spirit world. And then I got the angry unicorn that didn't look angry when I picked it, but she looks like a right angry bitch now, like proper angry, like she looks like she wants to eat you. That tattoo, I paid for me and my mum to get the same tattoo on Mother's Day. My mum has the same matching one. Yes, I love purple. And purple obviously is a symbol for fibromyalgia as well, Emma. Well, that's why I've got all my tattoos, but there is other tattoos that I want to get. If you want to get magnetized, you should leave up everything because you never know what will randomly be popular. I got CFS too. What's CFS? Does that stand for like copyright? I'm sorry, I'm not really good with some acronyms. Really not good with some acronyms. Have you seen what's happened to me can? Bloody dropped it on the floor, didn't I? I hope that you've enjoyed this stream because you kind of like got to know me. I'm hoping that you feel like you got to know me a little bit. Keely, I got a copyright strike for using my intro song, but it was a different name to the song I used. Oh, that's so funny. It must be that the place where you got your song must be using that song from another place. Oh right, I didn't know it's also called CFS. But we have ME as well here in the UK, which is different to fibromyalgia. Can't wait till next Tuesday. The joy is next Monday. The 2-week Easter holidays are over in Scotland, and so the kids finally go back, and I'll be kid-free again. Woohoo! LOL, KO. Yes, my kids go back on Monday as well, and I can't wait because then I can start doing videos or even little streams like this in daytime. So I can, just start creating more, doing a bit more talking and all that, and finally getting to know you all more as well, and seeing what you all, what content you like. Oh my god, there's a fly. That flew at me. Bleeding dangerous fly. It better not have been one of them horse flies. Yes, I have got a pain clinic, but my pain clinic, the only thing that they've been helpful with is getting me physio, which has helped me. They can't help me really on the medication side because I only have one kidney, which has scarring tissue. Like, I'm under the kidney clinic for the rest of my life, so I can't have the medication that you usually would have for fibromyalgia. So the medication they give me does not work at all. So they've been helpful in that way, like getting me, to the physiotherapy and that. Thank you so much for this, Keela. Oh, thank you for coming, Megan. You, Emma, and that. You've all been here since right at the beginning, listening to me rant. Yeah, you learned a little new random fact about me. I've only got one kidney, so I might need one of you for one day to donate your kidney for me. Killer's Hearts Allowed. I walked into a herd of flies in the park. I did that when I was a kid. The midgy ones, and one of them flew in my eye. It was so gross. I'm sorry, hon. I'm on experimental stuff because I've been on pain meds for 25 years. I've adapted to everything. Oh, that must be so annoying. Like, I know that in the US, there's a lot of places where they treat fibro with cannabinoids and whatever. I don't want to get into it too much on here because I don't want to pull the stream down, but that's one of the most successful things that have worked for fibromyalgia because it relaxes. It literally relaxes the body enough for the fibromyalgia. Linda, you are breathing on the fly. I'm over there thinking, oh my god, if that was me, I'd panic and cry, terrified. I am too. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm so tired. What the fuck was that? The cats are just not smart over 1 minute. What you doing? Get off me fireplace now. Oh, you broke your picture frame. Little shit. These cats, I swear down, are more destructive than the bloody kids. Yeah, you know what they did? Little shits. Just got in there. My buggy's still up, my pram, from because we've been shopping today, and one of the kids had pushed it near the mantelpiece, you know, the thing over the fire. And on there, I've got like. No, I didn't mean to move. I don't mind that you heard me. Go on. I don't care. But the popping out. Anyway, I was just went in and there was on my mantelpiece, and on my mantelpiece I've got pictures like in sparkly frames of the kids and ornaments and stuff. And the black furry little turd was on there and knocked my picture frame off and smashed it. Not impressed at all. It's alright, the picture frame can be replaced. The cat, I love him, but he's a little naughty kitty. I know, little turnips, aren't they? They're only kittens, like they're not even one yet, my cats. Can't believe we've gone like nearly 3 hours, guys. At least I'm getting my watch time in, and you know what? Like, I got a few new subscribers on here today, because obviously my channel has been growing really slowly. One minute. Get off that pram, you. I'm just going to stop the camera a minute because I need a cig after all that drama with the bloody finger. I don't even know why I'm so going, but it's all good. Looks like I'm not sleeping tonight because I was supposed to have gone at like 3 a.m. so that I could have had like 3 hours sleep, but oh well. Everything happens for a reason, as they say. Well, there's two of them. I have two cats. They're both black furry, look like little panthers. They're cute. Anyways, Keeltarts, I think it's time to go and try and get some sleep before the Rito Ragsby Burns wake up. Wake me up for the breakfast, knowing her little brother. That will be in 2 hours, lol. Mine will probably be up in the next hour. Keela, you're going to suffer when the kids wake up after no sleep. It's alright, because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put their little tablets on charge. I'm going to give them the breakfast, and then we're going to go for a walk, and then we're going to come home, and then they can watch a film and play on the little tablets. and play. And Mummy can have a little half an hour. You're knockout Saturday night, yeah. I know, I was supposed to have been watching a film or something, but probably won't happen now. Oh well. It's all good. I'll probably fall asleep tomorrow. I'll probably put the kids in bed and be like, night. I've got no streams. Cats are little shits. I know, I'm so sorry. See, it's Mike, you can hear everything dead clearly, like me making it and all that. I don't care. I've been on here for like 3 hours now. £108 Pyrenees. You know, I'm dyslexic, so if I ever misread something that you say to me, I'm so sorry. With high separation anxiety, I think he realised I'm not going to get rid of him now. Seems to have finally settled in. Ah, bless him. Yes, come and have a fag with me. Oh, well, I love all of you, and I'm so glad that you kind of like got to know me a little bit, because like I get really shy on the big panel streams sometimes. I get lost. Under all them loud voices and loud characters. I wait for everyone to finish stop talking me, but sometimes there's no pause. So there's no pause time to start talking, so I'll just be sat there like, okay, I'll just listen then. Yes, could drive your head. I'm sorry, I probably made loads of years gag for a cig though. I'm starving though, like I've been up all this time and I've not ate since 6 o'clock last night, so it was like 11 and a half hours ago. I'm hungry. I blame you for that. I don't know how I could. Jane says, Hen, when you picking me up? Yeah, guys, as you get to know me, I'm one of the most random people. Oh, stop it. Am I making me hungry? I don't know. I've got some nice red onion and chive bagels. I might have one of them in a bit. With some Philadelphia on it. Oh no. They're always winding me up. I'm not going to try and pronounce that word because I'll probably butcher it. So I live in total disability. It is painful. It is a mutated gene that there is no cure or treatment for. So yes, I'm a mutant. Now all I've got in my head is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But that must be so annoying for you, Jana. Oh yes, the fag joke. Yes, I'm just having a fag. When I first said that to Guy on the phone, he's like, "What?" Oh, that was my neck. I'm sorry you heard it. That was gross, but my neck needed to crack. He's like, "You smoking or what? We don't say that word." I'm like, "Well, in England, love, we do. It's a fag and you smoke it." I was just going to watch a little bit of this and then try to sleep, but here I am, 20 past 6 in the morning. These 3 hours have gone so. Aren't they, Linda? We've just been gabbing away. Yes. Well, Gary didn't know what it meant, and he thought it meant the derogatory term, should we say. I was like, "Oh, are you going to go and have a fag now?" Like, "No, I'm not." And now he says it. I know, we've been nattering. Like, literally, I know you and Linda has been here since the beginning, and Margot has pretty much been here since the beginning. I think this is like my third fag in 3 hours, or it might be my fourth, maybe. I don't know. I'm worried how she. I hope she'll be okay. Blithering. We say that word, it's all blithering. I might try and get it now quickly though before they wake up in a minute after I've had this egg. Well, I don't even know what happened. The amount of money I pay for this frigging internet. I am gonna try and go and have an hour in a minute. I don't even know how I'm still awake. By choice. I'm with Sky. You know, supposed to be one of the best ones. And it's doing all this. See you next Tuesdays. Is your internet? Is your internet being fed by our super awesome providers in Canada? Mine's like 99 dial-up. It's normally not too bad. It normally only does that when it's like peak. But how the hell is it peak at this time unless it's like everybody waking up for work? Hey, good evening to you. It's good morning here. It's like 5:30 in the morning here in England. And we're like on 3 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, Di, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you. Di's put a lovely recommendation for me in my on my page. Oh, hi Diamond. I'm just about finished now because like my Wi-Fi cut off, but I didn't want to just leave it. I wanted to say goodbye to a good night and good morning to everybody because it's like I said 5:30 in the morning here, and I've been streaming. Like I did a stream at 10:30 last night, and that stream went on till like 12 this morning. Then I was gabbing to Gary till about 2 o'clock this morning. And obviously now, and I came on this stream 3 hours ago. So I came on the stream not long after I got off the phone to Gary. Everyone's switching on the Kettle Keeler electricity surge. How's that playing with the bleeding Wi-Fi? Oh, thank you, Margot. You need to watch that other one back in tomorrow or something though, if you get a chance. It's 2 hours long though. But it's good for talking. You know, we talk a lot about Amber Turd and the body cam footage. And of course, I don't know if a lot of YouTubers have put 2 and 2 together, but I did. Well, it's 4 days ago now, but 3 days ago, before the body cam footage was released, the Turdy Scambar actually applied to get the defamation case dismissed out of court because of the UK hearing. I'm sorry, love, but the UK hearing was a libel case that you was a witness in. It wasn't a defamation case against you. Scamba Amber. So, you ain't going to be getting out of it that easy. She's petrified. Why else would she believe you'd be so desperate to get it thrown out? Yeah, so it was a surprise. They say we've got a thumbnail. I don't know where it's showing up when it says I'm on a live. It's just coming up like a black screen. Kayla Talks. Spiritual chat or whatever it's called. Spiritual talk. Yeah. This is like this one today. It's just like a really long one. And we've had like a few spiritual stories. We've had some pendulum questions on this. That's hair dye, by the way. Not. I love my hands. Yeah, but she's actually put a thing in now. She's put a plea in now, hen. Oh, my neck. Is it? Ow, I'm sorry if you heard that. That was gross. But I'm sorry. I know. Like I said, I just wanted to come and have a rant. I wanted to come and rant with you and explain to you where I started on my spiritual journey and the story behind it. Because of people using vendettas. I'll have to get some, like right now, because obviously I have little ones, I just use normal baby wipes. It shows me, oh God. But that's like an ugly sign. Shows you me, oh God. I should have just made a quick thumbnail. Right. Oh God, I might make it go on dead quick, because if I'm keeping this stream up, we don't want people just looking at pictures of me when they see this stream. And I definitely need to do these spiritual talks again, because it's been so much fun. It's been so good. Like, we're literally gone all night. She's only trying to have the case thrown out because she knows there's too much evidence. One of the most damaging of them being the body cam footage, which she's subpoenaed for. Careful what you wish for. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm yawning. Yes, I'm gonna make it a thing. Right, I'll just come on it on my own, though. These spiritual ones. I might have like people on now and again. But Emma, I really want to do that stream with you, like I said. Oh, thank you, Jenna. I love all you too. Oh, what picture can I use for this spiritual talk? Because I can save it as a thumbnail. Now, Linda, probably not as late as this. If I do it in future, I'll probably start it at my usual time, which is about 10:30 UK time. But we've had Oh, sorry. We've had new people in tonight, which has been quite fun. We've had new faces in here. We had audits in Britain before, and they've got like 100,000 subscribers on their channel. Like, wow. 100,000 subscribers. I thought that's who you meant, who was trolling at first. There's some really pretty pictures on this. Oh, I like this one. User joining me now whilst I make a quick thumbnail. But you can go if you want. I don't want you to feel like you have to stay. Well, my kids go back to school next week, so on a Tuesday and on a Friday, I'll be able to stream. And of course, on my little girl, she starts school on full time in September, bless her. So I should hopefully be able to do daytime lives and videos. Because that's what we really want in, we want to be able to get to use as much as I can, I want to be able to build up my channel as well, and I can only do that if I have the proper time. But from next week, I'll be able to come on here more, like I said. That'll be good to get to be having some of our Aussie friends on the other side coming through. Because it'll be nice to get to be able to reach a bigger platform. See, I could even do my some of my reading streams on in some of the daytime streams. And at the moment, I don't know if you know this, but some of you might do, I'm currently learning how to work with tarot. So hopefully I'll that'll do. Yes, I'm gonna be doing tarot. Right. I'm gonna go get. I got one of them electric shocks up my arms again. That was weird. I'm gonna go. I've done my thumbnail, so I'm gonna go to bed for an hour. The kids aren't up yet. Hopefully they'll sleep till like 8 o'clock in the morning. So if I be really quiet, they might let me have like an hour, maybe. So thank you all for coming, especially you guys who have been here since the start. Like we've gone for like 3.5 hours. Yeah, I do shuffle every day, my girl. I do. I keep my energy on I think Steve used to his streams in the early hours of his morning before he went to work, and it was early evening for us. Yeah, well, I'll definitely do some daytime ones. Hopefully get more people coming in. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna add this thumbnail. Take care. Have a beautiful morning, evening, or night. And for anybody watching this in the future, or anybody here who hasn't subscribe, Cat Talk, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And I'll be doing these again soon. Take care. Bye.